There we go. Hello, hello. My name is Kirsten Morley, and I am your emotion code and body code practitioner. I'm super excited. We're just going to wait for somebody to get on. We're going to do a live energy healing session with Spencer. I'm super excited. He is starting a business. He's also a fellow practitioner for emotion code, and I'm super excited to do a session for him. He said that he's just been super stressed about starting a business. Hello, there we are. He's been super stressed about starting a business, and so I thought I would help him in a live, help reduce his stress using the emotion code and body code. And from there, we are just going to release energetic imbalances that are causing the stress or enabling the stress or contributing to it. So with that being said, we are just going to kind of explain what the emotion code and body code is. Let me see if I can, it's kind of embarrassing. I forgot to prepare for this specific app. I hope it's working. Okay, there we go. So before we get started, I'm just gonna kind of share a little bit about what the emotion code and body code is. So the emotion code is, if you have not heard of it, it was developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And if you are interested in like trying it out for yourself, because you can self-teach yourself how to do it with the emotion code book, you can get it on Amazon. So basically, what it is the emotion code. It's basically all, like, when you go throughout life, you go through trials and tribulations and hard times, and you actually have a lot of emotions that go on, and sometimes these emotions can get stuck inside of your body, or they can become so overwhelming that these emotional energies, I believe that they're like balls of energies, and they can actually get stuck inside of you, whether that's like in your neck or in your back. And I believe that's why sometimes, like, when you have physical pain, then that's why your back, that I believe that your back is caused. Oh my gosh, we're doing so good here. These trapped emotions can cause pain. Okay, let's figure out how to use this. So how do you screen? Oh, screen share. Screen share is easiest with 2 monitors. I don't have 2 monitors. I've never screened. Thank you. Okay, so I want to do the window. Okay, so we're gonna screen share this. How's this looking? Oh, no. I've never screen shared on before. If you guys are interested, this is called StreamYard. It's pretty cool app where you basically like broadcast to like several different things. Wow, I'm doing so great today. Several different platforms. Okay, so here we go. Without further ado, this is called the body code system, and within it, it's called the emotion code. So the emotion code is basically, we release negative trapped emotions that are causing physical pain. It's causing you to have anxiety, depression. So a lot of the things that these trapped emotions can cause is, I believe, trapped emotions. Oh my gosh. I believe that these trapped emotions can cause physical pain, mental pain, so anxiety, depression, PTSD, and then physical pain like headaches, neck pain, stomach issues, back pain, all sorts of stuff. So, and I have actually never mind. Okay, without further ado, Spencer, I hope you're ready. This has been such a great session. Okay, so basically what we're going to be doing is, so Spencer, he's been having with his new business. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I forgot to ask him this. Oh, I did ask him. So on a scale of 1 to 10, he said he is stressed about heck to the yes, I am. Perfect. He said that he is stressed out of a 9 out of a 10, or sorry, out of a 10, it's a 6.5. So we will be doing it. So I'm just gonna ask Spencer, is that how you feel right now? It's still like a 6.5. Like that's how stressed I would say it's about a 6 right now. Okay. So out of a 6 out of 10 is how stressed he is. So as we release these trapped emotions, it's going to make him feel lighter. It's going to make him feel a little bit more at peace. And then sometimes these negative trapped emotions or negative imbalances can actually cause you to have blocks within your business. So let's see. So without further ado, we are going to do the session. So before we get started, I like to actually start with a moment of silence to ask for some help from up above. So this can be Heavenly Father, or this can also be the universe, whichever one you decide. So okay, so he said it was a 6, about a 6 right now. Okay, so how this all works, we're just going to get right down to it. So the way this kind of works is I am going to be acting as proxy for Spencer. So I'm going to be basically muscle testing for him. So muscle testing is also called applied kinesiology, where if I were to hold out my arm and I were to say, my name is Kirsten, because that's the truth, my arm would hold strong. And then also a ring and ring method, my fingers would not be able to come apart. So this is yes. So yes. And then if I were to say, my name is George, then obviously it's not. So would go weak. So your body actually responds to weak when it's false or negative. So this is yes, and this is no. Okay. So I'm basically like scooching my subconscious over, and I'm acting as proxy for Spencer. So without okay, so this is called the body code system. And basically what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to muscle test to see if Spencer has any negative imbalances that are actually causing him to be super stressed. So typically this can be any kind of energy, so like a physical trauma or something mentally blocking him, or an emotional experience that he had in his life. So let's actually test to see what we can release now. So is this trapped, or is this imbalance that's causing you to feel stressed? It's on the right side of the chart. Now it's on the left side. Yes. Energy, some toxins. Okay, so toxins. Let me hurry and look at this. So this is actually, okay, so let's go. So it's on the right side of the chart. No, it's on the left side. So it's prions. So a prion is basically like a deformed or mutated protein molecule that can wreak havoc on the tissues. So I am not exactly sure why this is pulling up, but like Dr. Bradley Nelson says, like anything can cause anything. So let's just release this. So first I have to write this down so that we can keep track of it. So prions, prion toxicity. When did this, actually, we don't need to know when. We just need to know that it's there. So can we release it? Yes. So the way we actually release these negative imbalances or trapped emotions is we take a magnet, and this is just like a refrigerator magnet, and you run it over the governing membrane, which is from the top of the lip all the way back down to the tailbone. So we run it across our heads, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm releasing that for Spencer. So do we need to know more, or sorry, did we release this? Yes. So let's go back over here. Do you have another imbalance that is causing you to feel stressed? Yes, is on the right side of right side of the chart, the left side of the chart. Energy to consist of toxins. Another toxin is on the right side, the left side. So this is a chemical this time. So a recreational drug. Spencer, when are you telling me? Just kidding. So the way that we actually figure this out is there's like downers, hallucinogens, others, and uppers. So let's check out and see what this is. So is it the top 2, bottom 2? So uppers. So a caffeine toxicity. So Spencer, can you tell me, do you drink a lot of caffeine? LOL, what? I know. I get this reaction a lot for sometimes people who are like, I've never done any drugs in my life. Well, but if people around you have, the funny thing is that you can actually absorb that energy from them sometimes. So they say that caffeine is toxic for the body. So they recommend not drink caffeine at all, just because it can be super toxic. So it's funny. Okay, so we're just going to move on here. Do we need to know more about this? No. So we are just going to release that using the magnet over the covering meridian 3 times. And then we asked, did we release that? Yes. So I would say once a day usually. So it's often enough that it could be toxic to you, yeah. So it makes sense. Okay, so Spencer, do you have another another imbalance that's causing you to feel stressed? Yes. So on the right side, the left side, my guess is probably from yesterday. Well, because caffeine is supposed to kind of give you a lot of energy, and sometimes if your body doesn't process that properly, then it can take the energy the wrong way, if that makes any sense. So do you have another imbalance that is causing you to feel stressed about your business or overwhelmed? Yes. The right side, left side energies. So mental, the fairly like you don't want to be here. It's more of like you just like want to take a break. You're just tired and like you just need a break. So let me there's actually, they updated a lot of the no wills. So I'm actually going to see what this is. I just did a Canada diet for 3 weeks and didn't have caffeine for that time. And then yesterday I had probably more than I should have. That would explain it. So interesting. Cool. So let's see. So let's go back over here. So no will to be even odder 1, 3. Interesting. It says you have no will to share. So is this close enough? Yes. So this no will to share, it sounds really funny, but if you are having a hard time, maybe it could be like you're having a hard time sharing what you're actually trying to feel. Maybe you're having a hard time opening up and sharing with the world. like that could be it. I'm not entirely sure, but let's see. Okay, so a no will to share. So is this close enough to what we're trying to get to? Yes. So is there something underneath? Is there another imbalance that we need to, is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded with this? Yes. So there's actually something enabling this. There's something that is just below this. So let's go back into the body code and see what we can release. So this one, right side, left side energies. Side, left side, push my difference is mental. So another something else that's mental. Right side, left side. Another no will. So let's find out what this is. Sorry, they haven't updated the desktop version of these, so I'm excited for that to happen. Be even, outer 1, 3, 5. Interesting. So you have no will to receive abundance. So this no will to receive abundance is actually enabling the no will to share. And why this is the case, I'm not really sure. Sometimes we just have to dig a little bit deeper. So is there another associated imbalance that needs to be decoded with this? No. So this is it. Let's actually find out when these happened. You know what? That makes sense. It does. Please tell me why. Please tell me why. Okay, so no will to share, and then when did these occur? When did this no will to share happen, or when did it occur? So 10, 20, 20, it's about the age of 19. Okay, no will to receive abundance. When did this occur? So age 10, 20, 30, so age of 30. Okay, so is it because it said there's nothing else that do we need to know anything else? No. Is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded? No. So let's just move on to the next imbalance. So let's see. Since we don't need to know anything else, we are actually just going to release this using the magnet again. We're holding the intention to release the no will to receive abundance. And then we are going to release no will to share. Do we release that? Yes. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so do you have another imbalance that is causing you to feel stressed about your business? Yes, the rest of those energies. Another mental. So this is a lot of just mental blocks. So the right side, is this a broadcast message? Yes, this is actually my favorite one to work with just because there's so many that we can actually pull up. So here we go. I'm super excited about this. Okay, so a broadcast message is basically when the best way to explain this is like so a command message would be like to hit me, okay? And then what was the other one? There was a couple of them. Oh, abuse me or ignore me. So if you feel like you're giving that off and then people actually do that to you, I actually have a friend that he did a couple sessions and his practitioner was like, you actually have a broadcast message of betray me. And the funny thing is that he was like, actually, you know what? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because my ex-wife cheated on me and this person did this thing to me and all of these people in my life were betraying me and so on and so forth. And I was just like, what? Are you serious? And then after he released that broadcast message, things just started changing for him. Like people were honoring him. People like just his life was changing so much. So sweet, get that crap out of here. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so the broadcast message. So this broadcast, oh, and then the other broadcast message is a descriptive message. So if, so they could be something like, I'm stupid, or I'm invisible. So the funny thing about this is that when people come near you, their subconscious can read your subconscious, like going through the files, like, oh, yep, I need to treat her like she's stupid. So people treat you like you're stupid. Or people just like come up behind you and just like hit you in the arm for like no apparent reason. Like, why is this happening to me? Well, you probably have a broadcast message of hit me or ignore me or I'm stupid. So people treat you like a child or anything like that. So let's figure out which one this is. This is going to be even, odd, or 1, 3, 5. Okay, so this one is people don't want me, which can be very, very hard, especially when you're working with people as an emotion code practitioner. So is this broadcast message close enough? Yes. So let's actually find out when you got this. I actually really like to do this just because it's interesting to see a lot of the timing and such. So when did you get this? Before the age of 10, 20? No, before the age of 29. Yes, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So about the age of 24. So do we need to know more about this? No. So is there an imbalance? Is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded? Yes. So there's something else underneath this that needs that you're so wow. That's funny. Okay, so oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Yikes. How do I get rid of that? Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay. Please go away. That's disgusting. Okay, here we go. So there's something underneath this broadcast message, which is people don't want me. So this next one is, we go back to the beginning. It's on the right side, left side, energies. So there's a lot of mental stuff going on here. I'm not saying you're mental, but it's on the right side, left side. So another no will to live. So this is an energy that becomes trapped when life gets overwhelming and you just kind of lose the desire to do whatever. So whether it be live or whether it be one of these. So it can make on be even, odd, or 1. Interesting. So it says that you have no will to trust others. No will to trust others. Okay, so I don't know how to get rid of that. Okay, so no will to trust others. So is this phrase close enough? So there's so it says no. Interesting. Okay, so is this have to do about others? Yes. So let's see. So you have no will. So is this trust others? No. So it's something close to it though. So something similar to it? Yes. So let's see. No will to trust others. With no will to trust others with your time? Yes. Okay, so you have a hard time trusting people with your time. Like you don't want them to waste it. So is that correct? Yes. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything that's underneath this? No. So let's see. Let's actually find out when this occurred. Did this occur before the age of 10, 20, 29, 29, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3? So at the age of 23, do we need to know more about this? No. we're just going to release this. Did we release that? Yes. Okay, and then did we need to release, so let's go back over here. So what came up last time was a broadcast message. So now we're going to go back into this. Is there anything else we need to decode? Is there another imbalance that needs to be decoded with this? No. So we are just going to release this. So release it with the magnet over the governing meridian 3 times. Release that, yes. Okay, so just give me 1 second. We need to release. Let's go back over here. Okay, hopefully that translates through. Wow, those energies certainly wouldn't be helping anything. Exactly. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Is there anything else that we can release that's causing you to feel stressed? Yes. The right side looks at energies. A lot of mental stuff. That's okay. The right side, so a despair anchor. So a despair anchor is very similar to what they call a post-hypnotic suggestion. Let's see. Oh, wrong way. Where'd it go? I can't find it. That's okay. I'll just go on here. Okay, so a despair anchor is very similar to a post-hypnotic suggestion, but it's basically a negative statement that is perceived as truth by the subconscious mind, which will seek to verify or fulfill this truth. So it's basically like a statement, and it's like stuck in your mind, and your subconscious says, you know what, this is truth, so I'm going to do anything, even if it's like self-sabotaging, I'm going to do anything I can to make sure that this stays true. So, sorry about my kids. Is this despair anchor and calming gonna be even order 135? Okay, interesting. Okay, so I don't know why this is pulling up again. I just work here. I don't know exactly why this is happening, but it says I'm weak and pathetic. Is this close enough? Yes. So it's basically like just a statement that your subconscious believes that it's true. So when did this occur? For age 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 14. So at the age of 14. So you've been holding on to this for a while. Oh, considering, let's see. Hey, considering my past, I wouldn't put it past. That's okay. So, let's see. So, about the age of 14. So you said that considering your past, you wouldn't put it past you. So, is there anything? Let's see. I don't know where that other one is. So, is there anything? So it's not over there. Not over there. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Okay, that's okay. Don't mind me. I'm really looking for it. Okay, anyways. So, despair anchor. When did this, or actually, sorry, we already found out this occurred at the age of 14. So, let's see. Is there anything else that is underneath this that needs to be released? No. Yeah, at age 14, I went through a fairly large amount of bullying, so that makes sense. What? That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, it's not cool. It's cool that we figured this out so that we can let it go. That's what I meant. It's really, really cool to see how all of this lines up. So, do we need to know anything else about this? No. So is there anything else under it? Is there anything we need to? Okay. I'm reading 3 times. And then we're going to release that? Yes. So do you have another imbalance that we can release now? That's causing you to feel stressed. Yes, with your business. Yes. Right side. Is this on the right side? Yes. Pathogens. So this is a misalignment. I don't get to go in here very often. So is this, so this is actually, this has to do with your chakras. So let's go back over here. Your chakras. So one of your chakras is imbalanced or misaligned. So let's find out what this is. Right, let's see. So this is your heart chakra. So your heart chakra, spiritually, so it's actually linked with, it's not designed. What am I trying to say? It has to do with unconditional love, compassion, and well-being. So spiritually, this means it's devotion, and then mentally, it's passion. Emotionally, it's unconditional love, and then physical, it's circulation. So it's also linked to the thymus gland. So let me just read you this because it's really, really interesting. So the heart chakra is located in the center of the spine. So this is all the way to this, and then it's all linked to the heart, the thymus gland, the skin, and the hands, and it's associated with the colors green and pink. And then the heart chakra is actually connected to the ability to feel compassion, unconditional love, and kindness towards others. And then it also collects happy energy with proper breathing. So I find chakras super interesting. That's actually why I post about them. Just because I believe that if you can align your chakras, then you can actually, every other part of your life can actually energetically come together. So heart chakra, let's actually find out, is there an imbalance? Is there, let's see, is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded? Yes, so there's something underneath this. There's something causing this misalignment. So what is it? Let's go back over to the body chart. Is right side, left side energies. Right side, left side, plus or minus mental. Got a lot of mental stuff going on. Right side, left side. So another no will to live. So again, these are some of my favorite to let go, just because it's really cool to see what what happens with this. So is this gonna be even odder 1, 3. Interesting. Okay, so no will to align with the divine, which is super interesting because we're working on a misalignment. Okay, so no will to this the universe, either way. So is this close enough? Yes. So is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded with this? No. So there's just something that this energy of no will to align with the divine is there. So when did this occur? Page 10, 20, 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. So the age of 15, we need to know more about this? No. So we are actually just going to release this no will to align with the divine. And then we're going to see if we release that, yes. So is there any other imbalances that we need to release, or is there any associated imbalance that needs to be decoded with this heart chakra? No. So now that we made the heart chakra happy, we're going to release it. Or sorry, we're going to align it energetically. Did we release that, or did we correct that? Yes. Okay, so do you have another imbalance that is causing you to feel stressed? Actually, let's check in with Spencer and see how he's doing. If you want to take some deep breaths for me. And then I'm going to move on, and while I'm waiting for that, you're welcome to share how you're feeling on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. So do you have another imbalance that's causing you to feel stressed about your business? Yes, is the right side, left side energies, right side, left side, another mental, which is okay, the right side. So a memory field. A memory field is basically like a cloud of energy that is making it really hard to get through. So it's just like, yeah, I would say about a 2. Yay, from a 6 to a 2 just after oh my goodness, there we go. Okay, so on a scale, or sorry, so an energetic memory field is basically like a cloud of memory. So it's a memory that's in front of you that the only thing that you can do right now, like you can't get through it, you can't go around it, you can't go over it, you can only go through it, but you're having a hard time. And it's just really hard. So it's basically like a present, it present when memories are often like recall or they're very traumatic. So let's actually find out when this occurred before the age of 10, the age of 20, 2019, 18, 17, 16, 14. So at the age of 14, do we need to know more about this? No. So let me see. Memory cells. Okay, is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded? No. So we are actually just going to release this. We can actually find out more information about this. We can actually find out, let's actually find out just because, so for everybody's sake, so you're like, what is this? So a memory field, let's find out an emotion that's connected to this. So this is called can be even odder, 1, 3, 5. So wishy-washy. So wishy-washy is basically doing things without a backbone. If that makes any sense? Or like you're just like you have no. Oh my gosh, that word just left my mind. You're very undecided about what you should be doing. So wishy-washy about the age of 14, and we can actually find out, is this from a specific event? Is this similar events throughout life? Yes. So let's just release this. Do we need to know more about this? No. So we're just going to release this memory field. Do we release that? Yes. So do you have another imbalance? Let's go back over here. Do you have another imbalance that's causing you to feel stressed about work? Yes. There's the right side, left side energies. Right side, left side. So offensive. So a saboteur. Not sure how this relates, but let's get into it. I'm excited just to see how this is. So a saboteur is a very strong negative energy that usually comes from another person, and it's intended to wound or sabotage the recipient. The saboteurs can actually be compared to invisible but damaging weapons, wounds, or mechanisms of control. Most saboteurs are actually created by the subconscious mind and are the expression of negative feelings toward the recipient. So some saboteurs can be self-inflicting. Usually if they are if this is like an ongoing thing or intense self-abuse. So this can be like mentally self-abusing or it could be actually physically abusing yourself. But saboteurs actually can cause physical discomfort, which is kind of crazy. So, for example, a saboteur of a knife can signify betrayal from somebody in your life. So if like somebody stabbed you in the back, like they literally betrayed you, and then they subconsciously sent a knife to your back, therefore betraying you. So is it necessary to know about this saboteur? Yes. Let me write this down. Okay, so let's find out. Is this, what kind of saboteur is this? Is this a weapon, a wound, a control mechanism? So let's see. I find all of this so fascinating, absolutely fascinating. So let's actually find out when this occurred for ages 10, 20, 2019, 18, 17, 16, 17, 14. So at the age of 14, you got a lot of stuff going on at 14, which is okay, totally fine. Saboteur, control mechanism at 14. So is there anything else we need to know about this? No. So technically we could find out who this came from and where in the body it's located, but like right now we technically don't need to know. It's probably enough for Spencer to know, but later if he wanted to know, we could totally find out. But so is there an associating imbalance that needs to be decoded with this? No. So let's just move on and clear this. So release this control mechanism from your body. Did we release that? Yes. Okay, so Spencer, do you have another imbalance that is causing you to feel stressed? No. Do you have a hidden imbalance? No. Are you open for healing? No. So that means you're done for today, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I would love to hear Spencer if he could tell us how he's doing on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. We started out with a 6 here, so let's find out how he's doing. And in the meantime, I just want to let everybody know that I'm super grateful to be doing this. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you guys are interested in getting some sessions done, especially during COVID-19, because everybody is super stressed. Stressed with work, stressed with kids, like all your kids are home all day. I know because I'm experiencing it. But yes, it's super cool. I help people with anxiety, with depression. I help people release physical pain because I believe that these negative imbalances can actually have a physical effect on you, especially if you're like, oh, I'm so stressed, and you always feel it in your neck and in your shoulders. Oh, yay! So probably a 0 to a 1 out of a 10. Yay! That's so awesome. So we had Spencer. He was stressed about a 6, and now he's like to a 0.5. We'll call it a 0.5, which is super cool. So if you guys have any interest in this, please feel free to contact me via email. You can go to my website, lightenmylifenaturally.com. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. It's so fun to see these before and afters. Like within minutes, you can actually start to feel better. Within minutes, it's so amazing. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Bye.